hey, bro, I had a good day at work today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me turn this off the jump. All right, can you? Okay, all right. Let me make sure I'm tapped in on my live because I'm not used to doing it on here. What's good with you though, homie?
Man, I can't complain, man. Over here smoking that patriotic pack.
Nah, I feel you, man. It's so good just to see this team going out and balling out. Let me see if I can be able to add my channel real quick. I think it's kind of different how this thing works, but if I can't, then it's fine. I'll just let me see.
I say, if you can't just screen record and cut it, you know I ain't gonna flag you on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I know, right? It's all good. Yeah, definitely wanted to tap in, man. Yeah, man, it's so good to see this team stepping up. It was so much that was going on throughout the last game, and for this team to be able to step up, the face of adversity tried to smack us. You know what I'm saying? But the 3 and 4 letter network, they hate on us so much, bro. But just to step up and go out there and just do your job, everybody clicking on all cylinders. It's good to see it. It's good to see it. Guys like DaRon Bland, bro. I was thinking, I'm like, man, I don't know where his ceiling is. How high is his ceiling, bro?
Man, DaRon Bland is playing his ass off right now. Matter of fact, if he continues to play at the level that he's playing at on the outside, I know there was some struggles getting acclimated, in the Cardinals game, and then he went out here and showed his naked ass with 2 interceptions, with one being a pick six and some good coverage on the back end as well. So if he continues to play like that over the course of the season, he might be our future outside corner, on the opposite side of Trayvon Diggs. Because what people aren't talking about, like, they're both ball hawks. He has the most interceptions in the NFL since 2020.
Yeah, since 2020. That's crazy. It's
2022.
Since 2022. Yeah, you got to give credit to guys like Will McClay. I mean, just bringing in these dogs and just continuously just doing that. Having this player, I mean, has the ability to play the slot. You can play on the outside. He's stepping up. He's making tackles, just making that difference. And the good thing is, guys, when you got guys like Trayvon Diggs, when you got Stephon Gilmore, they're being that leader on and off the field, and it's getting guys like DaRon Bland ready. But it's going to be a big test. When you're going up against the 49ers, the Chargers, all these teams that's coming up, we'll know where we are when it comes down to guys like DaRon Bland, bro.
Yeah, and they definitely got an arsenal of weapons they can throw out there. They can flex Kittle out wide. Of course, they got Ayuk, they got Deebo Samuels, and then of course Christian McCaffrey also can line up in the slot or run routes out the backfield. So they're very dynamic. But the beautiful thing about it is, we run West Coast, they run West Coast. The only thing different that we're going to see from them is their personnel packaging. They run the same concepts we run. They're running double slants. They're running lion, dragon, dagger, mesh, all that stuff. They just dress it up different.
All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, I like to see what Dak Prescott is doing right now. I don't want this to be an air show. I want him to continue to keep running the ball, picking your shots, doing things like that. 82% completion percentage. That's big time. But when Dak Prescott is playing that clean ball, it reminds me of 2016 when he was not trying to make mistakes. And you're not trying to do too much, but when you're running that juggernaut, it's hard to beat, especially when you're running the ball. I think we'll be fine, man. I know that we've had these red zone issues, but I think, when you're driving the ball down so much, I think that these guys can get things implemented. Hunter Luckby too. He scored, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Luckby, man. That's sneaky, bro.
and to be fair, CeeDee Lamb scored from the 20, but it was a couple inches out, so they didn't count as a red zone score.
Oh yeah. See, it's crazy.
It's a technicality. So, like, normally that would be a red zone touchdown. 20 yards out is the red zone. But because he was a couple inches out, they said it didn't count. But whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when you're talking about the wide receivers, when you see guys like CeeDee Lamb, I think he had four receptions for 37 yards and a touchdown, which is good. We all know when it comes down to guys like Bill Belichick, he tries to take away the number one option. But the good thing is to see guys like Jake Ferguson catch the ball, seven receptions for 77 yards. You had my guy Michael Gallup, 5 receptions for 60 yards. Then you had guys like Jalen Tolbert, 4 receptions for 53 yards. He had that big game on the first possession. They're dishing it out to everybody, as well as Brandon Cooks with 4 receptions as well, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, hey, first and foremost, salute to Jalen Tolbert, friend of the show. I do want to take time. He made a great play on special teams. They actually did set up that strip sack for the fumble recovery touchdown, and he had his career high in receiving yards yesterday. So salute to him. You know, I pray for his continued success. But like you said, it's a good thing to see other players get involved. And Dak Prescott has always been the kind of quarterback that doesn't, you know, get obsessed with throwing to one particular player. He even sat there and told Dez Bryant to his face, "I will throw you the ball when you're open."
Straight up, and that was the first year, right, bro?
Very first year as a rookie, he told that man, "I will throw you the ball when you're open."
Yeah,
and he's lived by that. That's why Dak Prescott, you know, isn't known as a turnover machine. That's why Dak Prescott, you know, is able to have one of the better completion percentages in the NFL history. He takes care of the football.
Yeah, exactly. That's the good thing about it. That's what I said, man. I'm just so proud. It's crazy because that's that one special teams play when we scored a touchdown. Do you think that's something that we were looking at on film and seeing how they were positioning themselves throughout the week to be able to score a touchdown right there at that point, bro?
Yes. Matter of fact, they said so themselves. When there's a certain alignment out there, because you know they a lot of time they try and block the field goal, block the punt, because they're also aggressive on special teams. Once they got the number look that they wanted, you know, they had the green light to go for the fake.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
And listen, people be forgetting, like, Bones Fossil is known as one of the better special team coaches in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about how great Dan Quinn is as a defensive coordinator, and you know how much we're starting to buy into this West Coast concepts of Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer. We never really give love to Bones, man. We always usually have a pretty decent special team unit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, even Brian Schottenheimer, they're not really talking about him. I like the concepts as far as that offensive line. I was running some tape. I've been doing a lot of film sessions, so I haven't really been doing too many live streams at the moment because I've been doing like some high top-notch film sessions, breaking things down and just seeing the patterns on their offensive line. A lot of pulling, a lot of down blocks on the opposite side. So it's a lot that's going on within the offensive line. But it's going to be key if we're going to be able to take that next step to get to where we want to go. We need these guys to stay healthy. Zach Martins, the Tyron Smiths. I mean, because this is going to bring out a better Dak Prescott. And shout out to Tyler Smith, man, because he's been doing a good job as well, bro.
Yeah, hey man. Matter of fact, I'm trying to see if I got this graphic up for Tyler Smith. I may not have even saved it, but Tyler Smith was playing his ass off, man. Like, he was one of the highest. If I'm not mistaken, he's the highest graded guard in the NFL right now through the first month.
That's Damone Clark.
No, this Damone Clark stuff right here. I might not even have it on here. It doesn't matter. I don't think I downloaded it, but it'll be all right. But right now Tyler Smith is the highest rated guard through the first month of football. He's only played what these last 2 games.
Yeah, what and dominant. Hey, I gotta give you the air horn on that, dog. I'm sorry. You know how I get down, bro. I'm sorry, but you spot on. You spot on. Proud. And like I said, you got to give guys like Will McClay credit to be able to play that left guard position, play that left tackle position. Some people fail to realize how valuable this guy is to be able to play both of these positions like that and be dominant at both. I mean, I know there's a lot of questions about the technique things. We know he's a road grader, but if he can just get in there and continue to learn, don't get cocky, keep learning, I think that this guy can really be a staple for this offensive line and get us to where we want to go. So definitely proud of him. Guys like Terrence Steele, these guys all had a good game. But hopefully Tyron Smith can be able to just get his body right, bro. Like, that, it's kind of concerning to me, you know what I'm saying, with him, because we definitely gonna need him down the stretch.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It said, is Tyron Smith playing Sunday? I probably would bet money that he would.
Yeah, that he's playing Sunday. Yeah, I think so too.
You don't hold him out 2 weeks straight and you know, not have him available to go up against Nick Bosa. So you know, I think if it was a playoff game that we just played, I think he probably would have shot up and played through it. But you know, I think they bought him some time to get back healthier, play against one of the better pass rushers in the NFL. And listen, man, Dallas Cowboys went through, if I'm not mistaken, it's either 22 or 23 consecutive games without their starting offensive line lineup. Somebody has been missing, or somebody has been playing at a different position. Yeah, you know, for the last 23 games. So if he does play and everybody else is good, you know, I'm still holding my breath about Zach Martin, even though they say he's okay. They said that shit last time.
Yeah.
But, you know, if he actually plays and everybody else is back, this will be their first time ever playing together at their right positions. Because remember, This was going to be our projected starting offensive line prior to the 2022 season was Tyler Smith, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. This will be their first NFL snaps all on the field together if they play against the San Francisco 49ers.
That's huge. And you want to know what? When you're playing against the 49ers, that'll get you healthy quick.
It'll get you healthy quick.
That'll get you healthy quick. Straight up, man. Straight up. That's why I say, man, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the tight ends, the wide receivers, if they can continue to keep doing what they're doing, the defense, all the patterns, man, all the stunt plays. But I've been breaking down the stunt plays. It wasn't a lot of stunts, but the thing is, when you're playing against teams like the 49ers, gap integrity is so important. You cannot play hero ball. If you're playing that hero ball, then this is the type of team that will wash you out of plays. You know what I mean? So if guys like Micah Parsons, guys like what's his name, DeMarcus Lawrence, if they can set the edge and other guys might make plays, that's okay. But if they can be that unit, you can be able to stop those guys because you're gonna have to contain guys like Christian McCaffrey. So it's gonna be a gridiron game, but for sure, bro.
Yeah, man, that's the most important one right there. Stopping C-Mac, because I believe Micah Parsons, you know, can get a sack or two. I believe our front seven is good enough to pressure Brock Purdy when they take their passing opportunities. But stopping Christian McCaffrey from hitting his head on the goalpost is going to be imperative to me. Even more so than Kittle. I believe that Jayron Kearse played that matchup very good last time that he was out there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So it's so crazy when it comes down to Jayron Kearse. I was looking at all 22 tape, and that, I mean, I love Jayron Kearse being able to roam sideline to sideline. I want to get your thoughts on it though, bro, because the thing is, like, when I seen a lot of times where they had Jayron Kearse playing that free safety position when they had one deep safety, just one safety. I don't really like to see that. You know what I'm saying? I like to see him more in the box, guarding tight ends. But when you're putting him against like those shifty, well-oiled hip wide receivers, it's kind of concerning. You know what I'm saying? But if they can be able to just put him in the right position, I think that this guy will be fine. But playing that strong safety position and like a big nickel linebacker position, I think that's all him, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would prefer having somebody like Malik Hooker in that role, just keep him back there as the single high safety. Let him use his athleticism to get sideline to sideline. And yeah, like, I prefer Jayron Kearse being in the box. You know, not like I don't know if that's still the case. I think they might have given it back to Leighton Vander Esch, but we all know at one point that he was the guy with the green dot.
Yeah.
So yeah. I would prefer him to stay where we seen him make his most plays at. That Jayron Kearse became a household name playing in the box, so why change it?
Yeah. And it's a credit to guys like Dan Quinn for bringing in a guy like Jayron Kearse and just turning around his career, being that leader on and off the field. We're going to need this guy down the stretch, guys. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can be able to stay healthy. They use him right. I think that we'll be able to change some games, dog. But I definitely wanted to tap in real quick. I just got off live. I was live like right before you. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come in here and say what's up to you real quick.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through and showing love, man. And hey, if I know they probably do know, but if they don't, let them know where they can find you at, my boy.
Hey, y'all can find me on JC Cowboys Network, the letter J, letter C Cowboys Network. We bring in fire, dynamic breakdowns, all love, some live streams. I get on there. So we always tapping in, man. I appreciate y'all so much, and thank y'all so much for the love. We'll be back. You already know.
Indeed, my boy. Holla at me.
All right, man. I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, salute.
Yep, gone.